Hi,
Hi, Genelia. Welcome to Filmfare Middle East.
thank you so much.
The trailer's looking lovely and really can't wait to watch you in the movie.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
What was it about the movie that made you say yes? Because you've been so selective recently about your work, the movies that you say yes to.
I don't
What was your reason for this one?
really think I can say no. I'm cast opposite Aamir Khan. But no, I mean that's part of it. It's also a very special film. When I heard the film, I heard the whole film together, and I must say that see, my role is in a very important, significant role, but it's not a very lengthy role. So, like one as an actor, sometimes, and I've always done lengthy roles, but I've come to realize that I want to do meaningful roles. I want to do roles that mean something, that mean more than something. Maybe it's like very important to have a role that describes me as a personality,
Right.
phase that I'm in, or as what am I doing in the film. And I think Sitare gave me exactly that. I mean, if you have to ask me, starring opposite Amir Khan, over there, which is a big deal. It's a beautiful film. I would love to have it as part of my filmography. To be acting in a film which is all heart. I mean, and this doesn't go to be like, hit, not hit, these many crores. I want it to be part of my filmography. And of course, coming to a place of speaking for a woman who we don't really write very often. I mean, um, I think it's very important, and especially since life has happened to me, and I've gone from having, from being a teenager and the kind of roles that I played as a teenager to a place where I've been a wife, I've been married, I've been a mother. The challenges that come with each one of these phases, or the inputs you can give your character through each one of these phases. I think that was something that really makes me happy to know that there are things written for all types of women.
Absolutely. Talking about two things. One, you said that the movie is all heart, which we totally agree. We've seen the trailer, and it's so beautiful. We've seen the songs. They each and everything just kind of connects with you straight to the heart, like go straight to the heart. But the other thing that you mentioned was that when you did like Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na, that was a milestone movie in 2008. That was with Imran Khan, Aamir Khan Productions. And now you're doing a movie with him again, which is again going to be a milestone in your career, I'm sure. Absolutely. So, how do you, like you said, you have had such a long journey in between. So, how has it been different for Janelia as an actor in terms of the experience that she brings on board as a mom, as a wife of so many years, work experience as well? How has that changed?
I still have the madness in me. I still have the childlike quality in me, which I think I'll always keep alive because I think it's very important to keep the child in you alive. But I am a different person. I have evolved to be a different person. I would love to use my experiences on screen. Like I would love to be a mom. I would love to be a wife. I would love to do an adult love story. I mean, I don't think love is only for 15-year-olds. Like, I'm obsessed with my husband still. So, love happens at different stages of your life, and I would love to have roles written in those zones. I would love to do different kind of roles. You never know, an action film, a horror film. I don't know. I'm open to a lot more today, I feel. Also because I want to have a blast acting. The thing that I love the most about my career, and honestly, I've been very fortunate to have a cult film in each language that I've done. I've had a film which has been like a cult film, whether it's Bomerilu, whether it's Urmi, whether it's Santosh Subramaniam, whether it's Jane Tu, Wade in Marathi. I've managed to have these films that have been taken home. When like which have been taken home and which have been lived for years post that. Like, Jaane To, Bomarilo, all my films are like, like 15 years ago, but people will still come and say, I proposed to my wife or I did this. So, it's just so heartwarming to have those kind of elements because films come and go. But when your characters are taken home, it means a lot, right? Like, and I'd
Absolutely.
do that again today. I'd love to have that kind of thing going for me in my today's in coming back to films. The thing that I love the most, as I was saying, was being an actor. Everything else is great, the adulation that you get, the fame that you get is all great, but I don't act for that. I act specifically because I love acting. I love acting. I have a nervous energy every time I read a new script, and I have this every time. Like, it's
The
not.
excitement of a newcomer, like a
Yeah, I have this nervous energy, and I think that's my strength. That's something that makes me perform, live that character. I actually become that person for a while, I live that. I would think of her complexities. I would think of her happiness. So that means the world to me. Like today, you tell me do your film and go home and sit, like, and we are not going to show you in any promotions. I'm fine with it. I'm like, okay, theek hai. The thing that I
you
love.
enjoyed the.
Yeah, so yeah.
So how special was this? Like it's got an entire new cast of debutants, the specially abled kids, and they are so fantastic. So how was the dynamics? How was the equation on sets?
I mean, like you're asking me, I also thought that it would be different, but I don't see anything different. What I did see was co-actors. I worked with 10 new co-actors. Like I would jump from one film to the other with a different personality of every actor. Here I had 10 different actors who had different personalities. But what they did give the film and did give me was loads of love, which, like, without any pretense, without any, they would come up straight up. Like, most often when we're meeting someone new, we think twice, are we going to get along? Is it okay? They have nothing like that. They just have
No
love.
filters.
And I think today I'm a more enriched person because of the love that I've just got from all the sitares.
Lovely. And most importantly, how was it working with Aamir Khan? Like you worked with him as a producer, but
No, no, it's unbelievable. I mean, I think I'm I've always said this, and I think I'm highly inspired by him. I think just observing him, just being aware of what he's saying, of what he's feeling, and trying to understand it, and he always has some thought which means a lot, and I think to be lucky enough to share a couple of moments with him where you really get to know him as this person who is so simple. Like, there is simplicity means he's sometimes I feel he's too simple. Like, he'd be like, Are, yeah. I'm like, you're such a charming man. What are you saying, Are, yeah? Like, it's you, but he just has no pretense about him, which I think is amazing.
right, talking about charming, I must say that you and Ritesh make for such a lovely and charming pair. It's always a delight to see you guys on Instagram. So keep that energy coming and hope we see you in a movie again together. That has come from a lot of people around. They was like, please tell her she should do more movies with him as well.
Love.
We'd love to see you together. Just one quick thing. If there was one thing that you could say that you took away from this movie, what would it be?
I've been repeating this quite often, but what I think this movie stands for is "Sabka apna apna normal hai." Like, it's just such a beautiful thought. I mean, I just think that you're different from me, but we're both normal, right? So, being inclusive is extremely important, and I hope I mean, I think even if the thought sits with you, you have a winner in the human being that you are already.
Great. Thank you so much.